Let me ask you something powerful. When was the last time you truly felt like yourself strong, confident, and in full control of your energy and performance? For many men, the truth is painful. You may look in the mirror and see a man who works hard, provides, pushes through exhaustion, yet silently struggles with something that chips away at his confidence, declining strength, fading drive, and weaker performance at night. But here's the truth that few people talk about: your body has not given up on you. You simply need to wake it up again. Your system is designed to heal, to grow, and to reignite that masculine spark. You just have to give it the right signal. And that signal can be as simple as what you chew before bed. Science has shown that certain natural compounds hidden in foods we often overlook have a direct impact on blood flow, stamina, and hormonal balance. When you choose specific ingredients before sleeping, you activate enzymes and nitric oxide pathways that restore circulation where it matters most. In just 1 minute, you can send a powerful message to your body: it's time to come alive again. Imagine this. While you sleep, your body begins rebuilding what stress, poor diet, and fatigue have taken away. Oxygen-rich blood flows freely again. Your cells repair. Your confidence returns. You wake up feeling vibrant, energized, and ready to take on life with strength you haven't felt in years. Now let's get honest: most men don't struggle because they're weak. They struggle because they've been misled. They've been told aging automatically means losing performance, that fatigue is normal, that their best days are behind them. That's a lie. What your body truly needs is nourishment, not medication; activation, not sedation. Real vitality doesn't come from a pill. It comes from restoring your natural chemistry. This is not just about physical strength, it's about reclaiming your identity. Because when you feel strong on the inside, you radiate confidence on the outside. You become more focused, more passionate, more alive in every part of your life. Your partner feels it. Your energy commands respect. Your presence becomes magnetic again. There comes a point in every man's life when he feels like his inner fire has dimmed. The spark that once drove him to push harder, dream bigger, and love deeper starts to flicker under the weight of daily responsibilities. Work stress, poor sleep, and the endless routine of life can drain that energy slowly, almost silently. But deep inside, that fire never truly goes out. It waits for the moment when you decide to reignite it. And that moment can start with something as simple as a single decision to take your health, your strength, and your performance back into your own hands. Reigniting your inner power isn't about doing something extreme or overnight. It's about remembering who you are at your core: a man built for vitality, for passion, for control over his life. When you look in the mirror, you're not looking at someone who's past his prime. You're looking at someone who's capable of rediscovering it. Because power doesn't fade with age. It fades with neglect. The moment you begin to care for your body again, to treat it like the powerful system it is, you begin to awaken energy that's been waiting to return. Think about how your body responds when you give it attention. When you nourish it with natural foods, when you take time to rest, when you choose movement over stagnation, it listens. Your blood starts to flow more freely. Your energy becomes steadier. Your confidence begins to rebuild itself from within. Every small effort you make is a spark, feeding that flame that once burned effortlessly. That's the secret most men forget. Power doesn't come from external shortcuts. It comes from reigniting the strength that's already inside. Every time you choose something good for your health, you're doing more than feeding your body. You're sending a message. You're telling your cells, your heart, and your mind that you're ready to return to form. The act of nourishing yourself before bed is symbolic. It's a ritual that says, I'm taking control again. Because true transformation doesn't start in the gym or with supplements, it starts with a mindset shift. It starts with that inner voice that whispers, you still have it in you. You might have moments of doubt, times when you feel like you've lost too much time or momentum. But understand this, your body has an incredible ability to adapt and heal. It doesn't matter how long you've been off track. The human body is resilient. Once you start feeding it what it needs, giving it attention, it responds faster than you think. Your energy rises, your performance sharpens, and your self-belief grows stronger. That's the magic of momentum. Every night you choose to invest in yourself. Even with a simple act like chewing something that supports your system, you're reigniting more than just blood flow, you're reigniting drive, ambition, and masculine energy. You're reminding yourself that you're not defined by fatigue, age, or routine. You're defined by action, by consistency, by the fire that refuses to die out. And with every passing day that you make that choice, your inner flame grows brighter. It begins to fuel everything, your focus, your relationships, your goals, your entire life. Reigniting your inner power is not about becoming someone new. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be. It's about stripping away the exhaustion, the doubt, the hesitation, and reconnecting with the man who knows how to lead, love, and live with purpose. That man is still there, waiting for you to wake him up. And every time you take a breath, every time you chew that simple yet powerful piece of nature's medicine before bed, you are one step closer to feeling that unstoppable energy rise again from within. One step closer to the strength, vitality, and confidence that has always belonged to you. Your body is a masterpiece of design, a living machine built to thrive, to adapt, and to regenerate. Yet most men spend years neglecting it, feeding it the wrong things, running on empty energy, and expecting it to perform at its best. The truth is, your body will always reflect what you put into it. Every bite you take, every habit you repeat, is either fueling your strength or draining your power. When you begin to see food as more than just calories, as information for your body, you start to unlock a deeper connection between nourishment and vitality. Because the foods you choose determine how your blood flows, how your hormones respond, and how strong and confident you feel as a man. Fueling your body with purpose means being intentional with every choice you make. You have the ability to restore energy, enhance performance, and reignite your confidence simply by giving your body the right materials to work with. Think about it. Your muscles, your brain, your heart, they all rely on the nutrients you provide. When you choose something rich in natural compounds that boost blood flow and support testosterone production, you're doing more than eating, you're reactivating systems inside you that have been waiting to perform. The simple act of chewing a natural booster before bed sends signals through your body that it's time to rebuild, repair, and rejuvenate while you sleep. It's not just about digestion. It's about direction. You're directing your energy toward growth instead of decline. Your body is not designed to survive on processed chemicals, sugar, and empty carbs. Those things dull your energy, weaken your focus, and slow your circulation. Real power comes from whole living foods that awaken your system, fruits, herbs, minerals, and enzymes that communicate directly with your cells. When your blood is rich in oxygen and nutrients, your body comes alive. You start to feel stronger, think clearer, and move with more purpose. That's the connection between nutrition and masculinity. It's not vanity, it's vitality. A man who fuels himself right stands taller, performs better, and lives longer. Chewing with intention before bed is more than just a routine. It's a ritual of self-respect. It's saying to yourself, I'm investing in my energy, my health, and my power. The body is constantly regenerating, and nighttime is when that process goes into full force. By giving your body the right building blocks before sleep, you're setting the stage for deeper recovery and stronger performance the next day. It's the difference between waking up tired and waking up charged with life. When you begin to fuel your body correctly, something profound happens. You start to trust it again. You feel in sync with yourself. You notice that your moods stabilize, your energy lasts longer, and your confidence feels unshakable. You start realizing that your body was never broken. It was simply underfed, underappreciated, and overstressed. Once you change that, everything changes. The connection between your mind and body becomes sharper. You begin to crave movement again. You begin to feel a sense of control that goes beyond the physical. It seeps into your mindset, your discipline, and your drive to succeed. Every man has a choice. You can continue to feed your body out of habit, or you can start to feed it out of purpose. Each meal, each minute of self-care is a statement about how much you value yourself. Your body doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for consistency. It asks for the kind of fuel that helps it thrive instead of survive. And once you give it that, once you choose to choose something that awakens your system rather than dulls it, you begin to notice how quickly your body responds. Your blood feels warmer, your strength feels steadier, your performance feels effortless. The power you thought was gone was never gone, it was simply waiting for the right kind of fuel to bring it back to life. Confidence is not built overnight, and it certainly isn't something that can be faked for long. Real confidence comes from within, from how you feel in your own body, how grounded your energy is, and how much control you have over your physical and emotional state. When your health is in alignment, when your body functions the way it was meant to, confidence naturally follows. It's not about arrogance or appearance. It's about power, certainty, and balance. When your energy is flowing freely, when your strength and performance feel effortless, you carry yourself differently. You walk with purpose, you speak with conviction, and you radiate assurance that everyone around you can feel. That kind of confidence cannot be bought, it must be built, cultivated through consistent care and conscious choices that reinforce who you are at your best. When a man's body is sluggish, when his blood flow weakens, or his stamina fades, it's not just a physical issue, it affects how he sees himself. You can't separate the physical from the mental. When you feel drained, your mind follows. You begin to doubt yourself, question your worth, and withdraw from moments that once gave you joy. But when your body starts responding again, when energy begins to surge and your strength returns, your self-image transforms. You stop seeing yourself as limited. You start seeing yourself as capable, vital, and powerful again. That inner shift is what fuels true confidence, the kind that doesn't need validation from anyone else. The body and mind are deeply connected, and confidence is the bridge between the two. When your body is strong, your thoughts become stronger. When your blood flows freely, your creativity expands. When your system is nourished, your emotions stabilize. That's why so many men who begin to take their health seriously suddenly find success in other areas of their lives, business, relationships, mindset. Because when you take control of your body, you send a message to your brain that you're in charge. You stop being reactive and start becoming intentional. You don't wait for energy, you create it. You don't hope for confidence. You embody it. This inner confidence also changes how you connect with others. When you feel alive inside, people can sense it without you saying a word. You don't need to prove yourself, because your energy already speaks for you. Your posture, your tone, your presence, they all communicate strength. That's the kind of energy that draws people in, builds trust, and earns respect. It's magnetic, not forced. It comes from the quiet certainty that you're taking care of yourself, that you're in control of your life, that you are showing up as the best version of yourself every single day. And the most powerful thing about this kind of confidence is that it grows with consistency. Every time you make a choice that supports your health, when you chew that natural booster before bed, when you rest properly, when you nourish yourself, you are reinforcing a message to your subconscious mind. I am worth the effort. That message grows stronger every time you follow through. The more aligned your habits become with your goals, the more your body and mind begin to work together instead of against each other. You stop feeling like you re-fighting your own system and start feeling like you re-powered by it. Confidence is not a mask you wear. It's a reflection of your inner state. It comes from discipline, from self-respect, from the way you treat your body and honor your potential. When you feel strong physically, it influences everything. Your mindset sharpens, your emotions balance, your focus deepens, and your relationships improve. You begin to trust yourself again, not because of what others think, but because you know you're putting in the work. You know that every step you take is building the foundation for lasting strength and self-assurance. Confidence isn't something you chase, it's something you cultivate through action, through commitment, and through the daily decision to show up for yourself even when no one is watching,